Shout out to Craig J for sending me this story that is coming out of Kentucky, where you have this woman right here who is for the lack of a better word, a mother. Well, lack of a worse word, because she definitely ain't a mother. Her name is Lauren Ashley Baker, and she has pretty much been charged with she had to been charged with something or some type of murder because her 2-year-old son ingested fentanyl that she purchased. Now, I have not done a opioid type story in a while, and it's crazy because I was thinking to myself, I haven't done a story about opioids in a very long time. And as y'all know, that used to be my bread and butter on this channel. So here this story is right here that just falls into my lap, and you can just look at her and tell she's on that stuff. And I bet you she appears older than what she most likely is if they ever mention her age. Watch, they gonna say she's in her 30s if they mention her age. A Kentucky mother has been arrested after her 2-year-old son ingested fentanyl, according to a news release from the Ludlow police. The mother, Lauren Baker, faces charges of murder, importing fentanyl, and trafficking in a controlled substance. According to an initial post-arrest complaint obtained by CNN, Baker admitted to Ludlow police to Ludlow, Kentucky police that she purchased the fentanyl in Cincinnati, Ohio, which is just a few miles away over the Ohio River. She returned to Ludlow, the complaint says, where she gave 2 people some of the drug. On Thursday, March 18th, Baker told police she took a shot of fentanyl, the complaint says, and took a nap. When she woke up, the 2-year-old was not breathing, and the contents of her purse, including the fentanyl, were scattered about, the complaint says. The boy's father returned home and called 911, according to a police news release. The child was taken to a Cincinnati Children's Hospital where he was pronounced dead, the release says. Baker was subsequently arrested by Ludlow police. According to news release, investigators saw a substance they believe was fentanyl on Baker's bed. She also took some fentanyl from her purse and gave it to police. It is unclear whether Baker is represented by an attorney. CNN has reached out to the Kentucky Department of Public Advocacy to see if she's represented by a public defender who would comment on her behalf. Kenton County Commonwealth Attorney Rob Sanders told CNN Baker has 2 other children who were already living with other family members in the weeks before her son's death. That right there is a red flag for me. That shows you right there that she wasn't a fit parent. The fact that she has other children that weren't living with her, and they said they were with other family members well before this child's death. So they already knew she had an issue. They should have fought to see if they could have got that other child away from her. An investigation by the Kentucky Cabinet for Health and Family Services has been opened to ensure the children's safety and legal custody. The child's death will forever be a reminder that illicit drug use is not a victimless crime. Crazy. But this is not something that's uncommon, for the simple fact that how many opioid stories have I done in the past where something like this has happened, where you'll have the parent that's overdosed somewhere, or they're knocked out somewhere, they leave their drugs in an open space. They know kids who are young, such as the age of 2, when they're walking and they like to grab on things, and they like to explore. So that child probably thought that could have been a toy of some sort, or something, that he's never seen before. So he's going to naturally want to touch things. And then if he probably thought it was food or maybe sugar or something. And when it comes to fentanyl, you just have to get in close contact with it, and then you have it. And because a child is very small, it doesn't take long for their body to react to it, and that it doesn't take much for their body to reject it, thus killing them. Opposed to someone who is a full-blown adult who can take a few hits and all it'll do is knock them out. And then on top of that, a child doesn't know how to measure. So, apparently a lot of adults don't know how to measure either, but they do, but they just want that extra kick. They don't care if they OD. But a child is not going to sit here and say, okay, I need this little bit right here, and that's enough to give me a little high. A child at that age don't even know what getting high is. Well, nowadays, some kids are really exposed to a lot of things. So you'll be surprised what a child will know. But in this case, I highly doubt this child knew what that was. And now she has not only a murder charge to her name, but she's also responsible for the death of her own child. So now you see why she didn't have her other kids around, because she just was an unfit mother. And you, like I said, you can look at her mugshot right here and tell she was unhinged. Like, look at her face. Look at her. And who takes a nap around their child anyway? Who naps while your child is still up and you're the only one there? If you're like this and you want to take a nap, you make sure that that child is napping right next to you, and you make sure that that child is asleep before you close your eyes. And the fact that she had all those drugs just floating around there, she shouldn't have been sleeping. But, you know, the death is on her hands. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please text the number that is pinned down in the comments below so you can receive notifications every time I upload a new video.